What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Nicki Minaj has a half-sister, if you guys didn't know. And the half-sister goes by the name Mingley. Mingley is, this particular young lady that is also trying to be a rapper, and for whatever the case is, she doesn't have a good relationship with Nicki Minaj. She's nowhere as big as Nicki. I would probably consider that maybe not even as talented as Nicki. So she's had a rough road to the top, and she has not benefited from what, let her tell it, anything that Nicki Minaj has done in her career. The only thing that she has done is she is known as Nicki Minaj's younger sister, okay? That's where she's at. Now, with this being the case, she has, according to her, lived a life in which she has struggled. And she has just purchased a new house, according to her. For most people, this would be something that we would be proud of. But here is the problem.
Like, bro, I just got my new crib, bro, and I'm already going through a mental breakdown. Like, nobody got time for that, bro. I'm so grateful to have this crib, bro. I worked hard for this. Damn, bro. I gotta understand. I do this by myself half of the time, or with people that I love so dearly. And when they walk out my life, I'm only by myself. At the end of the day, when I'm by myself, I have nothing else for me, bro. For me. I don't have nothing to be happy about when the people in my life that I care about is away. You know, like, you can't have a nice crib, bro, and don't know, and can't have anyone to be around with it, bro, like, it's, I don't want to give y'all niggas advice, because honestly, when there's a will, there's a way. God has a way, bro. I feel it. And I pray for everyone that's been going through their own. Praying for everyone that's been having their own problems, bro. Like, it's okay to feel like you're alone. I promise you. I feel that way almost half of the time. But you gotta realize that God got you. He do. You just have to have faith in it, bro. I'm tipsy. Like, it's gonna be okay.
So now I want to deal with this because this is important. First of all, I want to talk about acknowledging what this young lady is going through. And she's drunk. As she said, she looks like she's bipolar in a little bit. I don't know if she's crashing out. But she does mention something that she's worked hard and has this big house. And she has worked hard to achieve these things. And then she has nobody to share it with, okay? So why does she have nobody to share it with? And then obviously she's going on the kind of defensive, the people that I love don't love me back and yada, yada, yada. And I would like to talk about this if I can. Nobody wants to put up with you. Okay, that's just kind of what it is. If it's so bad that people don't even want to use you to be around you, that is telling. And what that means to me is that nobody wants to deal with you because of you. And that most likely means most men. And again, if she's doing good and she bought a house and she's not bad looking and dudes are not wanting to check for you, it must be all bad. All right. And here's a red flag, guys. When you hear this, and I gotta tell a story. I had a chick like this, man. She was a crash out, and she looked cool. She looked better than the kind of chicks that I could date when I was like really, really poor. And I was trying to holler at her and everything like that. Her name was Andrea. She had 2 kids. She was a stripper. Now she probably looks a lot different, but at that time, oh my gosh, she was booty clapping it up. All right, she was booty clapping it up, and one of the things that I want to mention was she used to always just out the blue kind of like cry and talk about her issues with her family and her mom and her dad and, you know, things like that. And I kind of felt like, well, you know what? I want to be here for this individual. And now, you know what? I'm glad she actually ended up cutting me off before I could even clap. I spent the night over there, and I didn't try to hit it. So I guess because I didn't try to hit it, she just wasn't interested no more. She ended up getting with a Pookie who found that I was texting her one day and was like, look, he sent me a picture of a gun. He's like, man, if you ever text back again, this is what it's gonna be. And he looked like he had nothing to lose. So I was like, okay, you're right. And I never did, right? But the issue is, family, and how this is gonna work out is, she was a terrible person. And of course, I started to learn that, you know, trying to be in her life at the time for like the few months I was talking to her, you know, she was just kind of like a user. She was kind of just, you know, she was just a terrible person, you know. But if you let her talk and cry, it's like the whole world is against her. And, you know, and why is everybody like this? And why do people leave me? And I don't want to be abandoned. And you'd be like, well, I'm not going to abandon you, especially if you see those cheeks. You're like, who would abandon those cheeks? I'm going to stay right here for you. And you don't even know, man, you're about to deal with a demon, you know? And guys who are smart, when they see that, look, they clap them and they get the hell on real quick. When they see that, they're like, oh, so this is what you're doing. Okay, yeah, got it. Let me get up out of here. That's exactly what they do. Like smart guys, they do that. Because we all know that the world can't be against you. If your mama don't like you, your cousin don't like you, your sister don't like you, you ain't got a boyfriend, you ain't got this, you ain't got that, like you have all of these problems, like that's what's going on. Okay, then what that tells me is you are in a lot of trouble. So let me get my black ass on and get away from you. That's all I gotta do. Let me just bounce. I'm not even trying. Let me go. All right. Let me just. Look, I'm not trying to hear all of that. You know, because it's too much everybody else's fault. Most dudes will see a chick like this and you'll be like, damn, she fine. She vulnerable. I can clap. Then she end up stalking you. She don't want to leave. You find out she got 4 other dudes on the side. Boy, and once you get down into that whirlwind of that kind of crazy stuff, you brothers, if you know some, press 1 if you've been through this. If you know a chick like that, man, you know, man, listen, that's the hardest person to get rid of, especially if you start liking her. Like, just imagine if, you know, you haven't clapped them yet and she start acting crazy. It's like, okay, well, I can't miss what I never had. But I'm gonna tell you, the ones that have the best stuff in the bed are the ones that's crashing out like her. They are the ones, family. They be the ones that send you a picture and a video out of nowhere. Listen, they be loving hella hard. They be just hella freaky. And you kind of get caught up in it. And then don't mess around and get a baby by them. Don't do that. You mess around and left it in. 9 months later, now your kid is now she's gonna use the kid against you. Boy, you got issues for 18 years, boy. And then some of y'all are dumb enough to be like, you know the game. And then guess what? Because you're silly, you're gonna go back and leave it again. Now you got 2 kids by her. And I can see how it happened because it's so good. When they be crashing out like this, it be good, family. I get it. I've been there before. And you young guys, I can't tell y'all nothing. I want you to go there. I want nothing more for y'all than for y'all Negroes to go there. This is what I want for y'all. I want y'all to go there. Seriously, I do. Nothing says go there more than y'all Negroes. I want y'all to go there. I promise you I do. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.